It's a top of the table clash today as we take on Burton Albion. It's first v second. Yeah, we're not top. We're second. Which is still pretty good. That's right, ladies and gents, strap in. Today it is top v second. As I said in the intro, we are second by a point from Burton Albion, who are currently leading, and we are 4 points ahead of Colchester, who are in third, and they have a game in hand. So it could concertina a little bit as we go through today's episode, but let's see how we've kept up our impressive run. I say our impressive run, we haven't won in the league in 4 games, which is less than ideal, but hopefully we can turn that around today as we take on Burton away from home, and then obviously we host Mansfield. Mansfield! We host Mansfield in the second of today's games. Not very much to report, to be honest. We're still doing quite well in the leasing.com trophy where we beat Bristol Rovers. I don't know how we did it. I'd rather have beat Morecambe and lost to them, but hey ho, we'll go with it. Hopefully we can get ourselves back to winning ways. We've got a game against Colchester as well coming up soon as well. So the big games are coming thick and fast, and things are not starting well. Shaquille John, Big Shaq, who is obviously probably my best player at the moment, he is suspended for today's game, so he'll be fit and available for the game against Mansfield, but not for our big game. So that's a bit disappointing. So for this, I brought in Charlie Swain, and other than that, we're kind of going with the lineup that's done pretty well so far recently. That's Lockett in goal, Mayo, Gudger, Swain, Hunt and Moss as the back four. Joseph and Wassell maintain their relationship in the middle of the park, which is pretty decent. I'm still yet to really get the best out of Wassell. Joseph's been very impressive. Bai is on the left, Irving is in the centre, Crosswell is out on the right hand side, and Allenson will be leading the line today. He is now our top goal scorer with a whopping 5 goals. Get excited. They're playing a 5-2-1-2, which means there's probably a bit of room down the wings, which we always like, but we're going to have to watch out for them up front. They've got a very good player here in Alfie Lewis, who's playing very well at the moment at 7.15 in the Carabao Cup. Not that well in the league, 6.73, 1 goal, 3 assists, not brilliant, but they have got a boy up front called Sarkic, who's got 5 goals in the league and is playing at 7.11. He looks quite decent. But defensively, we've been very good. However, that is with Big Shaq, and without Big Shaq here, I don't know how well we're going to do. There's only one way to find out. We're going to play our usual game, go out, attack, see how we get on. I've had a very good team talk, lots of green. Let's go smash them. Come on, boys. I feel serious, viewers. I feel like this is a serious game. There's a chance that we could do really well in this league, but these are the kind of games that I need to make sure that we come out of points with, especially away from home. It's always difficult to get points away from home. Hopefully, though, we can do the job today as Wassell tees in Pete Bai, and Pete Bai scores his 3rd goal of the season. That ball from Wassell is what I've been looking for. An absolutely superb ball as Pete Bai makes a great run in behind. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Great ball in there by Joseph. He connects with Wassell. That ball is superb. The defence tried to play offside. It doesn't work. And can Pete Bai finish? You bet he can. He's been in really poor form recently after a very impressive start. That's made me feel a lot better. A lot better. And we are now top. Ooh! This is the kind of start I want to make to an episode. This is excellent play from us as Pete Bai is in again here. And that's a great tackle by the defender, Agbula. It's come out to Mel Goodry, tries to whip it in. Now, unfortunately, he's been caught a bit out of place here. Pete Bai there. I thought he was going to make it there before Lewis, but Lewis has got there before him. This is dangerous times here. Lewis on the ball, drifting forward. Pete Bai's fouled him. From the sublime to the ridiculous. There is just no need to make that tackle. He wasn't going anywhere. It's a stupid tackle. John Field against Lockett. Lockett should have saved it. It's literally straight down the middle, but just to the side of him. It's a really poor effort at a save. And for all the good work we've done and all the good work Pete Bai did in the first 10 minutes, it's been undone by a very, very stupid decision there. It's a little bit unlucky with where the ball falls from Mayo Gudger, but it's still not great. And you can see it. I mean, this is... Well, it's taken us up to over half an hour to get another highlight. As Pete Bai goes in, and he's put a ball in, but it's not really good enough. And they've made a very poor clearance now. Can Moss put in a good ball? Whips it in, not great, and Newell's on the ball. Please don't let them. Oh no, they've hit it long here. Sarkic is in, McGee hits over the top, Lewis is in again. Lewis hits it. Good save by Lockett and Moss. That's not a great header. Well played by Joseph. Jesus. They've grown into the game a little bit. We've still dominated the game completely. I mean, I'm a bit upset, really, that we've not made it count. You look at this for a first-half performance away from home against one of your promotion rivals. How it's 1-1, and probably now about to be 2-1, is very upsetting. As McGee steps over it, hits it, he's at the outside of the post. We should have made some of these chances count. Richards plays the ball back into the middle. Goalkeeper's taking a bad touch. Pete Boy's done it again. It's an absolute clanger. Today is literally sublime to ridiculous. What is that? It's an all-action performance from Pete Boy. 2 goals and basically 1 assist for Burton. It's just, what is Sharman Lowe doing there? An absolute... Is the way he falls down afterwards. Oh, it's like... Oh, it's a good job that nothing happened between there, because I wouldn't have been able to commentate on it. We're 2-1 up and I have no idea how, and my voice feels like it's going. It was just the after. I made one change and I've taken Mail Gudger off and brought on Moss. Simply because Mail Gudger was a bit tired and he's not at his best game in the world. So Andre D'Souza, got to try and give him a taste of what it's like at League 2 level. He's not played a lot this year, so I'm trying to ease him back into the team, get him used to it. He was injured for the majority of the start of the season, so hopefully he'll be a little bit back to his best soon. At least I'm hoping so anyway. Pete Boy, again, is literally involved in everything. He's given the ball away here, and if this ends in a goal, every single goal has come from Pete Boy today. As Newell goes through, that's an insane save from Lockett. Pete Boy's just got to rein it in a little bit here. Bobby Cross was on a bit of a stinker kill surprise, so I'm going to move Brian Allenson out to the right-hand side, and Josh Coburn is going to come on and sit up front. Fresh off, no goals in his last few games. He loves it. Wassell today, by the way. I said I hadn't seen the best of him. 8.7 today, and an assist to his name. He's been absolutely dominant in today's game. Been a brilliant performance from our main man in the midfield along with Joseph. I love that midfield pivot. It's just insanely good. Near the end of normal time, McGee on a set piece whips it in. It's gone over everyone's head. Johnfield giving the ball away to Allenson, who hits it long. Oh, I thought Coburn was going to win that. Irving, he just needed to get the other side of the defender and we were in there. He's played it back. Come on, Coburn, look alive, mate. Look like you're interested. We've won the ball there. Now, Coburn, use your pace, mate. He's got loads of it. Coburn, driving away, hits it. It's actually a decent effort. Keeper didn't save it. Probably should have done a bit better, and it's another highlight. It's a blinding end to the game by the looks of things. Richards heads it on. Now, Moss, got a bit of time. Take your time, mate. Play a decent ball. That is anything but. Johnfield to Sarkic. What a tackle. What a superb tackle. D'Souza, don't give the ball away. We've hit it long down the line. Coburn's not making himself available at all here. He's just been an awful signing. I've just got them so wrong. It's down the right hand side. Johnfield, brilliant block. Johnfield again. Sarkic tees it. Richards, no. What an awful save from Lockett. I don't believe it. I'm scared to watch it again. Sarkic just tees him here. Such a bad save. It's such a bad save. Pete Boy for a hat-trick. Go on, Pete. Boy whips it. Irving hits it. Allenson, it's over the bar. I was getting excited and I shouldn't have bothered. This is a game we have absolutely ran from start to finish. Don't you dare. McGee, Richards at the back post. Oh, thank God he's offside. I mean, I've had some set-piece nonsense in my time here. I mean, that's fine. That's well offside. I've had some set-piece nonsense in this year's game. That would have killed me. That would have absolutely killed me had that gone in. 2-2. It's a draw away against the title rival, but led twice, didn't see it out. Still chasing first win in 5. The best thing about that is that, apart from the Morecambe one, all of them were draws. So we're not getting beaten, but we're also not playing particularly well at the moment either. And you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'm going to give the first team a good rest. And I mean a good rest. We're going to give them a rest for 2 days. Let them rest up properly, because there's a lot of tired legs in that team before we take on Mansfield in the second game of today's episode. I cannot believe that. We're so close. We were so close to an absolute belting result. That would have been such a good result. Right, well now we have Mansfield, and let's face it, we need to follow up that performance with a proper result here. If we don't get a win here, all of that was for absolutely nothing. The best thing about it is that Big Shaq is going to come back in. Not that Swain and Hunt didn't play particularly well, but at the same time, I kind of just get the impression that Shaquille John is exactly what we need. So I'm gonna put Swain back on the bench, and other than that, we're gonna go with the same lineup. Same lineup. We didn't do too much wrong in that game. I think we were pretty good, very, very strong on the attack, a little bit weak at the back, and we didn't finish enough chances. And so far, apart from that early chance which Lockett saved, there's not been a lot to get too excited about. I do feel that the lack of a quality striker is the only thing that's really holding us back at the moment. Dale Carlton isn't good enough at this level to get as many goals as he did last year, which seems baffling because he got 40. But every time he's come on, he's done absolutely nothing so far this season. At least the rain has stopped. Allenson now on the ball. He's definitely our best striker at the moment, Allenson, just because of the sheer pace. He whips it in. Pete Bye! Who needs a forward when you've got Pete Bye on the left wing? Brian Allenson, great play to set him up. Pete Bye with his 5th goal of the season, his 3rd of the episode. Yes, Pete. It's from the first attack we've had as well. Brilliant here from Allenson. He just skins his man. That's what we love about him. It's the acceleration. Can he have the composure to pick out Pete? Yes, he can. Great finish. Bye-bye. That might be a new thing. Pete, bye. Bye-bye. See, yeah, Wassell's playing at 6.4. I'm not happy about that at all. He's meant to be the big man. The man I turn to in my darkest hour. The Dark Knight. But at the moment, he's just been a bit rubbish. Burton have scored. That's a bit annoying because that means that we're going to drop down to 2nd. But just got to keep racking up the wins. Great ball over the top. Allenson's in. What a finish by Brian Allenson. He's beginning to become one of my favourite players. And Wassell does get a superb assist. But it's all about the control here from Brian Allenson. We move into the midfield nice there from Moss. And Wassell takes one touch. Hits over the top. This control. He literally... That is an insane bit of control there. He's literally just trapped that. Like it's nothing. And once he gets in behind, no one's keeping up with him. He's just that good. What a play. What a goal. What a team we've got here. Wassell there. A bit late on getting to the challenge with Tomlin. And we just got to make sure we don't concede it before the end of the first half. And fortunately, it came towards Shaq's side. Joseph. I mean, this is what we love. Allenson is just causing them havoc in behind. Allenson. It's another one for Brian Allenson. Maybe I was doing the strikers a disservice. Maybe I already have that man here. Brian Allenson makes it 3 to Billericay. We've had 3 highlights and we scored 3 goals. It's just brilliant from Brian Allenson. He's so quick, strong, pacey, and a good finisher. And suddenly, we are on fire right now. 3-0. Genius. I'm going to passionately say I'm very pleased with the performance. We turned it on when we needed to. Awesome. Absolutely awesome performance from us so far. I'm loving every second of it. We just got to make sure we keep this up. Filed losing as well. Gotcha. Bobby Crosswell, they're not winning his tackle, which has upset me a little bit. I expect at least him to... Conor Malley's hit one in from about 20 to 30 yards away, and nothing the goalie can do about that. I really want to get that 3-goal advantage back here, because we probably do just about deserve it, to be fair. We've been very clinical so far today, so hopefully that will continue as Hunt chips the ball forward to absolutely no, but if they get another goal, I'm going to be very, very upset. Crosswell to Irving. Ball over the top. Allenson, surely. There's the hat-trick from Brian Allenson. Oh yeah. Striker supreme. Love that from Brian. 4-1. Gets in. I'm going to rest him up right now. Actually, no. Let's keep him on. I'm normally determined to keep the rest up my players, but we don't have a game for a little while. It's just the acceleration. He gets to everything. Love it from Brian Allenson. Great finish. 4-1. Awesome. A corner now, whipped in. Crosswell doesn't win the header. Oh, here we go. Dunn on the ball. Don't make it 4-2, for God's sake. It's 2v2, for God's sake. Well, it wouldn't be us if we didn't give away a pen a game, as Moss just takes out Dunn for absolutely no reason. Is Lockett ever going to save a pen? No. I mean, that, to be fair, no keeper's saving that. It's literally in off the bloody post, so it's as close to scoring as you can get. It's just a stupid tackle. I'm getting really pissed off right now with how we're letting them back into the game here as Joseph gets back on the ball again. Go on, Joseph. He's ran an absolute mile here into Brian Allenson. Finally the goalkeeper saves. That's the first chance Allenson's missed in a one-on-one. Max Hunt's a bit tired. I'm going to take him off and I'm going to bring on Charlie Swain, and I'm also going to take off Allenson. I'm going to bring on Dale Carlton. See what the main man has got in his locker. Can he provide us with a bit of quality? I've also brought Coburn on for Irving because Irving's just taken a knock, so we've made all 3 changes. We have 15 minutes to go. Please, for the love of God, do not let us concede again. Good play by Coburn there. No, it's not often I get to say that. And he follows it up with a decent effort. I'll call it decent. Bye on the ball. He's just been nothing short of sensational. Bye into Coburn. He's got the pace to get there. Coburn, tee it back. Awful bit of play by Coburn. Crosswell. Bobby Crosswell gets his 6th of the season and bends it into the far corner. It's 5-2. Oh, just got to wait for it to be 5-3 now because we can't have a 3-goal advantage apparently. As an attacking outlet, we're brilliant. Defensively, been a little bit suspect, but I think when you're going this sort of like attacking, you're going to concede a few goals. Joseph on the ball here, tees it into Bobby Crosswell. Crosswell back to Coburn. Go on, mate, please. Coburn hits it. There you go, Josh. Josh Coburn gets his 2nd of the season. Bobby Crosswell gets an assist, and it's 6-2. We are taking Mansfield to the cleaners here. I'm glad that we could get Coburn on the list again. This is good now. I'm feeling like there's a lot more coming from the team. Oh, it's going to be 6-3, isn't it? Because it's a bloody set piece. Scully over a set piece. I wouldn't besmirch them a third. Right, okay. Conor Malley is basically like the League 2 Tom Screamer. What's his long shots? 8-12. Well, I don't believe that for a second. And he's already hit 130-yarder. This one's even better. I have to watch it. I can't not watch it. This is a good 30 yards out. It's from a standing position as well. It's from a standing position. He hits it with that much power. This is meant to be a relatively quick episode today. I've got 9 flipping goals to edit in. How the hell is this going to work? All of them are pretty good as well. There aren't many like shockers either. It's been a goal fest today. 1-2-2 at Desmond and a 6-3 win against Mansfield. Couldn't write it. Irving's out for 9 days to 2 weeks, not ideal. Classy Allenson on form. That was much more like it from Brian Allenson. Very, very good, mate. Very pleased. I look at his attributes and you look at it here. 7 finishing. Doesn't really tell the story there, does it? He was absolutely superb for us there. Absolutely superb. 5 goals and 2 assists in his last 5 games. I'm going to praise his form. He's been absolutely scintillating. Long may it continue. Well done, that man. Well, finally we've won for the first time in 5 league games. Hopefully that'll put us back on the road to something good. I'm thinking what we'll do, let's come back for... Let's come back for games against Cambridge and Hartlepool at the start of December. Because mainly, Hartlepool are quite a big team, and Cambridge are always quite a fun one to do as well. I think we played Grimsby before, we played Barnet before. I don't really want to be going over well-drawn ground, so let's go for that. And then maybe, depending on where we are, we might have the second time against Burton and Lincoln as well afterwards, which would be very, very exciting indeed. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. How can you not have? It was an absolute goal fest. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like on the video, share and subscribe. And while you're there, why not come and also follow me on Twitch, where I'm streaming at least 4 times a week at twitch.tv/MikeRo14. I'm loving the shameless plugging at the moment. We've got a nice little following there. Come and watch us as we do an Ajax save. Very, very exciting. Until I see you for the next episode, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, take care of yourselves and of course, stay cool.